What's up everybody? Welcome to my first flow video ever on YouTube. So happy you're here. Today we're gonna do a total beginner flow. And I mean really beginner, like something even my mama can do. What's up, Mom? So we're not gonna do any down dog. We're really just going to start moving with the breath and start to sense how the breath moves in the body. Really, the whole purpose of this flow, and really any yoga flow that you'll do with me, is just to keep the mind, keep the thoughts present with you as you move, which is really challenging to do. So I'm gonna call a lot of attention to the breath as we move through this flow, about 15 minutes, and I really want you to just focus on the breath. No matter what you're doing, try to let go of falling out, wiggling around. It's not about the poses, it's about the breath, it's about the thoughts. So when you're ready, just get into something comfy, roll out a mat if you have one, and let's get started. We're gonna get started in a standing pose at the top of your mat. So just come on up to the top and just look at your toes for a second to make sure they're pointing straight forward. Feet hip width distance apart. So that's about 2/5 between the thighs. Okay. And then stamp your feet straight down so you feel your thighs get really, really firm, just like you're trying to kick the ground underneath you. And just let your hands kind of chill by the sides of your body. And then from the very top of your arm where it meets into your shoulder, rotate your whole entire arm out so that your palms face forward. And then spread your fingers out really, really wide so you feel the stretch of the webbing between your hands. And if you tend to hunch over, see if you can pull your shoulder heads back just so you feel open across your chest. Good. And then just close your eyes for a couple breaths. And just take a big, deep inhale through your nose here. And then maybe open your mouth and just let the air out. And just 2 more of those breaths here. And just kind of tune in and see where you feel your breath moving. Maybe in your belly, maybe in your chest. And just kind of signaling to yourself that just a couple minutes just for you is about to start. Just as you move and breathe in this practice, see if you can just keep your attention focused with you. And then when you're ready, blink your eyes open. Keep your legs firm, just like you were. And on your inhale, just sweep your arms out and up. Just like you're reaching up towards the ceiling for the whole inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands back through your heart. Good, nothing else changes except your arms and your shoulders. Let's do that again with the breath. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Reach up, maybe look up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Just one more, linking the breath with the movement. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up. Thighs are firm. Exhale, bring your hands through your heart. Good, adding on a little more with this. I'm just gonna turn so you can see the side of my body. Take an inhale and sweep your arms out and up, reach up. Thighs are firm. And now as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart just like we did before. Once your thumbs are at your heart, put a little bit of a bend in your knees and then keep your back really flat and just begin to pull your chest forward as your hips pull back, hinging at your hips, fold all the way down. Once you get to the bottom, let your spine round. Let your hands just fall down to the mat. Let your head just hang in its own weight. Maybe shake your head out no, just to release any tension in your neck. Maybe sway side to side, shifting the weight from your right foot to your left, back and forth. And then notice where the breath is here. Maybe you feel it in your back now. And then find some stillness. And on your next inhale, press your feet down, just like you're trying to kick the ground underneath you. Firm up your thighs, and then bring your hands to your shins. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. Come into a half lift. Pull your chest forward. Think a flat back like a dinner table. And then as you exhale, hands come down, round your spine, let your head hang folded. Doing that with the breath. Inhale, firm up your thighs, hands to shins. Pull the chest forward, shoulder blades roll down the back. Exhale, fold and round in. All right, just one more of those. Inhale, come up halfway. Chest pulls forward. Gaze stays down. Exhale, fold in. Now on the inhale, rise all the way to stand. Firm up your thighs and sweep your arms out and up. And as you rise, I want you to take the whole inhale to come all the way up to stand. So take your time. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Reach up. Here we go, fold. As you exhale, hands come through heart, bend your knees, fold all the way down. Release the hands, take an inhale, come up halfway, bring your hands to your shins, pull your chest forward like a flat back. Now as you exhale, I want you to keep the flatness in your back, keep a straight spine. Just bend your knees as much as you need to bring your fingertips down onto the mat. Keep your right foot exactly where it is and just go ahead and step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Maybe a big step, maybe a couple of pops to get it back. And I just want you to make sure your right knee is right over your right ankle and you're on the ball of your left foot. So your left heel is pointing straight up. Yeah, and then just kind of move back and forth. So just shifting here, just feeling sensations maybe in the back calf. Yeah, just some feel good movements. All right, and then come back to your center. Go ahead and lower your back knee down. So at this point, if your back knee is feeling a little tender, you can slide your mat over and just kind of bring some extra cushion there, or maybe a blanket. Keep your back toes tucked, and then slowly bring your hands to the top of your front thigh. Use your arms as leverage to peel your chest and belly away from the top of your right thigh. Good. Crescent moon, crescent pose. From here, hug your outer hips together like there's a block between your thighs that you're trying to squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then feel like your front foot and your back knee are trying to drag together as well. So you're squeezing from the sides and you're squeezing from the front and back. Your hands can stay at the top of your thigh or you can lift them up alongside your ears. Up to you. Take a big inhale once you're here. And then use your whole exhale to bring your hands back down to the mat. Slowly take your time. Lift your back knee up. And then step forward and fold. Take as many steps as you need to. Maybe a big pop. Maybe a couple of steps. Fold in. Round your spine. Let your head hang. Inhale, come up halfway. Bring your hands to your shins. Pull the chest forward. Exhale, fold and round in. Here we go. Rise on your inhale. Sweep your arms out and up. Firm up your thighs. Think of pulling your chest forward and your hips back. And then exhale, hands come to your heart. Good. Just one other side. Take an inhale. Sweep your arms out and up. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Here we go. Hands through heart. Bend your knees. Pull the chest forward all the way down. Inhale. Come up halfway. Hands to shins. Shoulder blades down the back. Good, now keep this in the spine. Keep a long spine. Just bend your knees so much that you can plant your fingertips on the mat. And then go ahead and step your right foot all the way back. Good. Lower your back knee. Oops. Actually, first keep your back knee up and then just shift forward and back, maybe side to side. Just kind of feeling how that feels maybe in your back leg. Notice if you're just kind of hanging out on the front thigh with your belly. See if you can lift up, just so you're not dumping any unnecessary weight on the thigh. Good, and then come back to your center. So your left knee is over your left ankle. Lower your back knee. Maybe this time press the top of your back foot down so your toes point straight back. Little bit of a balance challenge. And then hands come to the top of your left thigh. Press your left foot down. This helps you to stabilize the legs. Peel your belly and chest away. From here, maybe hands reach up alongside your ears. Maybe not, up to you. Just feel open in the chest. Take a big inhale here. Use the whole exhale to bring the hands back down to the mat. Good. If your back toes aren't tucked already, go ahead and tuck them. Lift the back knee up. And then step forward and fold at the top of your mat. Maybe launch off. Good, take an inhale, come up halfway. Bring your hands to your shins, pull the chest forward. And then exhale, fold and round in. Here we go, all the way to stand. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up. Use the entire in-breath to rise. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And just close your eyes once you're there. Give yourself 3 breaths. You can sway your hips side to side. You can find any movement if you want to move. And just kind of notice where your thoughts go when you just kind of pause here. See if you can shift your attention just back to your breath, just feeling where your breath is moving in your body. Maybe your belly, maybe your chest. Notice how fast your breath is moving. Maybe slow it down by lengthening your inhales and your exhales. And just tune in like that for one more breath. All right, and then we're gonna go into our last little sequence of tree pose here, so a balancing pose. Just like we started in beginning of class, hands to your hips, point your toes forward, feet hip width distance apart, and stamp your feet down so you really feel your thighs get firm. And then stand up tall, just like you're leaning against a wall. We're gonna go on the right foot first, so keep your right toes pointing forward, right thigh firm. And then from the very top of your left thigh, where it plugs into your left hip, I want you to rotate your left thigh and your left toes to angle out towards the side of your mat. So just kind of notice if you let your hips and your chest move with your left thigh. Everything faces forward except your left leg. And then squeeze your left outer hip. Feel that muscle that we use to rotate the thigh out. And this is tree pose in the leg, so you can stay here. Or keeping the right thigh firm, you can bring your left heel to your right ankle, maybe up to your left calf, or maybe you reach down to your left shin and use it to lift all the way up to the right inner thigh. It's up to you. It doesn't matter where you go. Just find somewhere where you can just feel really stable and you can feel that challenge between effort and ease. And you can keep your hands at your hips here. Maybe just kind of notice any wiggles that are happening, maybe in your right leg. Keep firming up your right thigh, keep stamping your right foot down. And then keep using your left outer hip muscle to rotate your left knee out to the left. And just feel the shoulder blades, feel the weight of them just heavy down your back without plugging them down. You might even close your eyes. And just kind of notice where the breath is here. Let's take one more slow breath. And then without rushing, slowly just turn your left knee to face forward and then left foot next to your right. And then if your right leg or hip wants some relief, just go ahead and shake it out, maybe sway the hips. Anything you need to do to reset, and then straight to the other side. Left toes forward, left thigh firm. Everything faces forward, shoulders, hips, toes. And only the right thigh and the right toes begin to rotate out. Feel that action in your right outer hip when you do that. And then you can stay here. This is tree in the legs, or you can move your right foot to wherever you want on your left leg. You don't even have to mirror or reflect what you did on the other side. So just kind of treat this as a new side, something else, something different. Maybe to the ankle, maybe to the calf, maybe all the way up to the inner thigh. You just want to avoid right where the knee is on the left leg, so above or below. And then something that will help you balance here is pressing your right foot and your left leg really equally in towards each other, so you feel both of the legs really firm up. And hands can stay at your hips. This helps you to balance. Keep firming up your left thigh. Stamp your left foot straight down into the mat. And then feel like you're getting tall, like you're trying to lift your rib cage away from your hips. And just focus on the breath here. Just notice where it is. Maybe feel it in your belly. See if you can slow the breath down. You might play around with closing your eyes. And notice how you might wiggle around more when you close your eyes. You just keep shifting your attention to the breath. Whatever thoughts come up, bring it back to the breath. Just one more breath. And then really slowly turn your right knee to face forward, and then step your right foot next to your left. And then your left leg gets a shake, maybe hip sway, maybe shoulder rolls. Good. And then just come back into a standing pose. This is where we'll end class. Bring your arms alongside your body, rotate them out so your palms face forward. Just feel that kind of open up across your chest. Close your eyes. Slow the breath. And just feeling the breath. Just bringing in some attention to where you feel the breath. And just know that we only come to the mat, we only explore these poses, these shapes in our body, just so we can do that, so we can tune into what's going on, not only in the body, but in the thoughts. And just thank yourself for coming to your mat. Thank yourself for carving out just a couple moments for yourself. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Thanks for joining me. To all my total beginner yogis out there, I hope this is helpful for you in starting your own yoga practice. Don't forget to look back on my old tutorial videos that cover all the alignment cues and everything you need to look for when you come into the shapes that we did in this flow. Head over to my website where you can find all those videos and blog posts that are relevant to starting your own yoga practice. See you next time.